Have you been considering investing in real estate in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and wondering why it is so reasonable? I'm here walking today in this beautiful neighborhood of Westmount, which is a historical homes. It's a lovely day, and I'm wondering that myself. Now, take these homes, for instance, that we're walking through. They were built in the early 1900s. These homes often have brick foundations, and they are lovely. They're on beautiful big lots, and we are very close to downtown, and they have a lot of appeal. But for many years, Edmonton stayed stagnant. It was unknown that this was a good place to live. Suddenly, in 2007, we had an oil boom. When that happened, prices popped. And they popped almost 300 to 400,000, what seemed like overnight. Everybody became aware of Edmonton. There was a lot of people coming from all over the world investing here. Condominiums popped up. They were apartments. They got flipped out into condominiums. People would buy them for 50,000, then they would flip them out for 150,000 to 200,000. And now those condominiums are back down to 100,000, and a lot of investors are still holding the bag. Now, there is a big change between real estate in south side versus north side of Edmonton. There's a river that divides Edmonton called the North Saskatchewan, and on the south side, as soon as you go over, housing prices are typically about $100,000 more versus the north side. Now, this community in itself always had a beautiful appeal because it is estate-like and it is lovely. So what exactly is happening in Edmonton? Why are the prices so low? I would say number one reason is our weather. Who wants to live in minus 40 degrees Celsius for sometimes a month at a time? We have long winters. That is really one of the main reasons why people don't like to live here. Now, we are the most northern city in the whole world that is as heavily populated as it is. So as soon as people Google that and they figure that out, they're like, forget this, I'm not living here. We still do have 4 or 5 months of nice warm summers, and so that whole weather thing is kind of one of those situations. Crime. Edmonton has always been known as a little bit more of a dangerous place to live versus Calgary. Calgary has a lot more things going for it with the arts and, you know, closer to the mountains, so it does have that appeal. And that, I think, has always brought Edmonton real estate down lower than Calgary and other places in the world. Edmonton has always been considered blue collar. That's probably number 3 reason why. We're considered a little bit rougher. Maybe it was because we had so many hockey stars like Seminac and Mark Messier that were real rough in the 1980s, and then we got this image of being like a Detroit sort of city. But I think that also comes into play when investors are considering coming here. But on a good note, real estate is one of the lowest in all of North America in Edmonton here. Prices are continuing to rise. We are receiving one of the highest migrations since 2014 of out-of-province people moving to Edmonton and looking into Edmonton to invest in. So, is it a good time to invest? Will prices continuing to go up, or are we looking for a boom and then a crash? Well, the interest rates are quite high right now, and we still are having a decently robust market. We have a lot of people that are not selling, so we have really low inventory right now with a higher demand. Typically, Edmonton does go up around 3 to 4% per year, so it is an investment that is robust enough to withstand the time. So my name is Karen Stanko. I'm with Remax Real Estate, and I've been a realtor here for 17 years full-time, and I'd love to be your realtor of choice if you're thinking of investing or relocating to Edmonton. Thanks for joining me.